Welcome to another episode of Husbands Watching Housewives. I'm Scott.
I'm Jeff.
And we just watched an episode of The Real Housewives of Orange County.
Yes.
And I'm talking fast.
Why are you talking so fast?
Well, I realized I don't say welcome. I'm more like welcome, but It just seems more natural. I mean, can't bother enunciating just because I have a podcast. Why start now?
I mean, they all go together.
Exactly.
All the words.
And all words run together. And we're all smart people. We can understand. We can skip every other letter and book and still understand a sentence. That's how that works.
And there's also the, not the captions, but the words of the transcripts.
Subtitles? Oh, transcripts. Yeah, there is that. I've forgotten about that. Before we get started, thanks everyone for tuning in. It's our 78th episode now.
Mm-hmm.
Go listen to all the other 77 before. They're riveting and fascinating, especially if you didn't just watch the episode we're talking about. Right. But no, they're all good. They're great.
Growth. There's a lot of growth.
A lot of growth for sure. Like, we don't even edit now. We're that good. Mm-hmm. Or is that growth? I'm not sure. Either way, we're just flying by the seat of our pants.
Yes.
And we appreciate you tuning in. Please like, subscribe, follow us everywhere you can. We're trying to get our numbers up so that we can, we want to be a serious podcast of sorts. We see everyone out there interviewing the housewives and doing that. And while we'd be scared shitless to be doing that.
It'd be really weird.
It'd be very weird. We at least we want someone to know who we are.
Yes.
So we want you to know who we are. I'm Scott. He's Jeff.
Yes.
So
this is another episode of Husbands Watching Housewives.
Yes. And we just watched an episode of Orange County. So there we go.
That was a little recap of the recap.
Yeah, there we have it. So
so you liked this episode, I think you were saying earlier.
Yeah, I did. Orange County. Yeah, Orange County is extra specifying that. Orange County, I just haven't given too many craps about lately because it just seems like it's the same note over and over again. And I think this episode, it wasn't the same note. There was resolution. They weren't gaslighting each other. There wasn't just a bunch of dwelling on the same problem. The cats are going to be okay.
I know.
Okay, you keep looking over there side-eyeing, are those cats, are they killing each other? They're playing. But yeah, no, this episode, it just wasn't the same note. It turned into it in spots. It wasn't just Alexis going, and it wasn't Shannon going, It was a lot of discourse about situation and people acknowledging where they are and their part in a lot of it.
Yeah.
So that's what I really enjoyed about it.
Yeah. I thought it was a good episode too. I'm glad that we finished at the beginning. The to be continued was really quick. I'm let's get off this. Let's, move on from Ryan. And Tamra's I'm just going to go. I think she got the she before she said anything else. She removed herself from the situation. If I was any, I still would not have bro hugged Ryan because it's still a douche. No alleged, still a douche.
Yeah, that's a hill, one of the many hills in the Housewives.
One of my hills.
You will die.
I have a lot of hills in the Housewives world, and Ryan being a douche and filling up that bag is one of them. But yeah, I think, she left, but then we had Emily.
Right. She and Emily had to have talked about it beforehand, and Emily knows full well what all the allegations are.
Well, because Emily was saying, I've heard the rumors about Ryan and some suspicious activity in Vegas. And so she really was saying to him, so what are you doing in Vegas? I've heard about your friend.
She shook off her 3 martinis and turned into a lawyer. And
she really did. She's she sort of...
She did a Wonder Woman swirl and turned around.
Shane was just when can we go home? When can we go home? Shane didn't say a word.
Yeah.
He was just I've eaten my dinner. I'm ready to go home. I've had my Diet Coke.
No, but so Emily was definitely, I think, trying to not get something out of him, but also be I think make it a little more normalized. Tamra isn't crazy.
Right.
Everything that we heard.
I think, yes. Yeah. Oh, well, there were 2 separate issues. There was what he said on the pod and the Smackies talk versus the guy stuff, but still douchey.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah,
but I'm glad that resolved itself. It was awkward watching Eddie say goodbye to everyone, but Matt and Shane both come in for a hug, and when he gave Brian a hug, and then even Jen did one more take care of that.
Yeah, and look, I went back and forth with Jen liking her or not liking her in this episode, and this is the not part. It's just no. You're not besties with Eddie.
Yeah.
You're not gonna oh, I'm losing my relationship with Eddie because of Tamra. No, you don't have that. I get it's great you have respect for him and whatnot, but you have to also acknowledge your partner has said really crappy things about him, including insinuating that he is gay when he is not gay, and gay is not a bad thing.
Right.
Jen, Ryan, douchebag. So it's just like this whole like, let's deal with that. It's like, Shannon, shut up. Like that was what I did not like her in the beginning of this episode. I liked her better at the end, but not the beginning.
Moving on to the Heather Dubrow furniture shopping with Shannon for
The feathers.
Yeah.
Why are you dressing like Joan Rivers before she died there?
Yeah, it's not
Joan would always wear like feathers and stuff. It's like, you're not at an age to be doing that. Shannon's not at an age to be doing that.
And
you have to be 80.
Some of them were matronly, very matronly, very classic outfits, but
like Chanel matron.
Yeah, I think Shannon can do better in some of her outfits. Her face, like you say,
is great.
But yeah, her
hair just ages her in the outfit too. It's not flattering. Like there's better outfits. I really want her to come correct.
And I think when she's in her day-to-day on camera, she's fine. And just some of the things in her confessionals, I think when she sits down and thinks like, I need something that, it makes a statement in her mind, something classy.
I think it's just like going for classy.
Yeah.
Well, it is classy, but it seems very dated.
Yeah.
Like Chanel can look very dated on people because it's not a young brand.
Right.
So that's just
the fact of the matter.
Yeah.
Although at the same time, she doesn't have any weird missteps like Gina's outfit, where she go on social media and be like, "Guys, I get it. It's not a good look."
Right. No, I think the red dress is okay. The new one.
It's still not the best.
It's not the best. Gina's just never gonna be like quite there.
They should do a season where they let other housewives choose everyone's confessional. Like there's like a Robin. Even if they do it for another franchise, could you imagine her wearing like Bronwyn's like red clown outfit?
Oh my God.
From this last episode of Salt
Like, and by clown, you mean it.
Yes.
Like when it transforms itself into a spider.
Yeah. It was Bronwyn's makeup. I got a glimpse of that on Reddit or something today where it's like her cheeks were just so red. And
I thought it was so bizarre. Yeah.
But yeah, Shannon, I liked when they were doing the shopping that Gina, why did I do that again? Katie. Gosh. Katie was like, I have some good taste in like furniture stuff, but like we got a 20-year age gap, it's something, but I'm like, really, does it matter when it comes to outdoor furniture?
Throw pillows can age you.
It really can. But no, honestly, the one they sat down on was very Golden Girls like. That's the one Shannon liked. I was like, okay, I guess that is pretty.
And look at Shannon's doesn't like a lot of things. I think she's a little picky Polly.
I don't know if that's what her problem is, but.
Or she can't pick him.
Yeah. One or the other.
I was thinking I would like to like go back, not see a bunch, but like watch one or two episodes back when she was dating John Jansen to get a better picture, because we only saw him because we just started watching in last season. And it was because they broke up. He broke up with her like very soon after. So yeah, I'm just curious to see like what that relationship was before it hit the skids.
My guess is because he didn't really want to be involved. He was on camera begrudgingly, and I'm sure the way that she reacted last season about like, we shouldn't bring him up was just very indicative of like how it probably was when he was.
I think on John Jansen, people keep saying like he didn't want to be on camera. I think there's like, you don't want to be in a situation where you don't have control of the situation.
He seems to have no problem having confessional.
Right, but I think being so public now, he is in control of the situation, and it's Alexis that's different versus with Shannon, and maybe he did well. I'm not even on that track, but that didn't work for him with her. So now he's like, I am more in control, and so I feel better about going to events and doing red carpet and giving statements to People Magazine. I do agree with her. Like, why was he so anxious to go to People Magazine when they broke?
Yeah, very.
I'll give her that.
Yeah, had to have a statement ready, whatever.
Yeah.
So after the wicker shopping,
there's and whose side are you on?
Oh, well, that's the key important part is that Katie was invited at all to that situation.
The fact that Heather was talking to her was very surprising, because Heather. Oh, I think the thing with Heather is that she is like, I'm on a show, I'm a professional. I live in Hollywood.
And I
I'm a
I
woman.
have more money than I need, and like really, I don't think if these people were actually her friends, she might actually care more.
Or if they were really a hardcore coming for her.
Mm-hmm.
Like the paparazzi thing, it was very stupid. Katie like fell back after a while. Heather can move forward. She doesn't like her, but she can still film with her and be cordial.
Right.
Because she realizes this is my coworker. I'm on a show. She's not going to pull any Jersey crap.
Right.
You know?
I think though, if Katie were to actually run in the same circles as Heather and be able to like, and Heather actually believed, oh, you actually think this about me, and I'm gonna see you on a regular basis. I think then she'd care more.
Right.
But she knows I'm not gonna see these people when I'm not filming.
Exactly. I'm not being the off season.
Goes back to that whole thing between Heather and Tamra and what she said about them off season. I'm hanging out with these MFers. Or whatever the quote was.
I would love to see other diversity MFer, but
she can probably throw out a really, really good MFer.
When she's like off camera.
Oh, yeah. Certain of it.
She thinks earrings come off.
No, someone as dry as she is, she's just like, well, that,
And so who's like, been in business and like, for sure. Well, going to Heather and Emily, just to skip.
Oh, yeah,
for a second to the party. I like that she finally.
That's how much we skipped. She finally addressed.
Yes, not the elephant.
Poor choice of words.
Sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
Sure you did.
She finally heard Emily, and that's all Emily wanted. Just like shut up and let me tell you this is how I feel. And there were valid feelings of, I don't care what I look like now. I still got so much crap when I was heavier. And, now I'm really working on myself, but then I wonder, have I made any progress? And then I still get shit on social media, even though I've lost weight,
right.
People accusing me, doing whatever, like lipo, whatever, which, she had a little Ozempic, she did a little lipo, but I think the majority of her transformation has been hard work in the gym because she is now addicted to, trust me, I follow her on Instagram, she's addicted to going to the gym. There are worse things to be addicted to. So I get it. Like, her feelings were valid, and I'm glad Heather just shut up and let her say her piece.
Yeah, I mean, it took a little too much work, I think, to get Heather there. But, I was glad when Heather showed up to the tea party that, and said, can we talk? And Emily was like, no, I tried to do that. And at least, pushed back a little bit. And, because again, I think it's kind of, I don't know, like, Heather has this reputation of like wanting things a particular way, but it's like sometimes, Heather, you don't get to have it your way. Sometimes you need to have the conversation in a messy manner, though I agree in Housewives world that never goes well, but like it's really kind of to walk in and demand, like, can we talk? It's like, no, I don't feel like talking about it to you right now.
Well, just like Heather didn't feel like talking when Emily tried to approach her after bringing it up in front of the entire group. She handled it wrong. I'm sticking to that.
Okay. I mean, whatever was happening, I'm glad that they moved past it, and that we're not going to be dealing with this for another, week and a half, or they're not going to bring it to London with us.
Yes.
That'll be very nice.
These two should move past Shingate. What else happened?
Yeah. I don't know what happened after that.
I get straight to the tea party.
We could do that.
Anyway, I'll sit there with her family.
Oh, yeah.
I want to meet her birth mother, and that's really nice. I like her family a lot. I think I really enjoy her confessionals. I mean, she's very funny, and she's just really enjoyable to me, and I hope she comes back.
She speaks very plainly, and I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think, especially after having gone so hard on Paparazzi Gate, hopefully she can redeem herself, unlike Anna Marie on Beverly Hills.
Right.
Right. I think right now, there's enough time for that to have happened. Like, she didn't go so hard on Paparazzi Gate.
Right.
She didn't, like, stick by her gun. She didn't, like, then turn around and attack 4 other housewives,
Yeah.
So,
attack for
well,
clubbing them as
or go after, whatever they want to.
It's like, housewives love to use the word attack.
It's a character attack, it's character assassination when they go back for each other.
I think Anna Marie not stick up for her, but she only had half a season, so she couldn't really pivot.
True.
Katie was like, crap, I gotta pivot.
We liked Anna Marie. I mean, if you go back to that, whatever episode that was, we liked Anna Marie. We wanted her. We liked her. But also, we like people who give Sutton crap, so.
Fair.
Yeah. Very fair. So yeah, I guess moving on to the tea party.
Where the big reveal about the London trip.
Which was so...
The bad British accents.
I was gonna say,
like, I can't.
we've never been to England, and if we ever go, like, I understand the appeal and the desire and I will probably say spotted dick more times than I need to.
My name is Jeffrey, spelled with a G, the old English way.
Yeah.
Like, if anyone could, like, drop some governors, I could, but I'm not, because it's just cliche.
Yeah, the amount of really crappy accent.
She does,
like,
especially
please,
Carol.
yeah. Like, I'm sure the producer's like, you want to give us a good, and she's like, okay. And it was like, no, please don't.
Everyone always goes to you for that. Oh, like freaking Dick Van Dyke and Mary Poppins. Oh, I chim.
Or they're trying to do, My Fair Lady.
Yes.
So
Okay, I'm gonna
the Cockney is a fun accent, but
not everyone can do it well.
I mean, but yeah, don't ever let me, if we go to London, don't ever let me be like, hey, we go to London. In fact, I shouldn't be doing it right now.
Right, or wearing a bedazzled London flag.
Yeah, the whole and I want to come in and have a reveal. It's like, okay, I mean,
you can't set up a moment like that. You have to the audience can't know you're about to set up the moment.
That's one thing. And also, we saw her reveal in the trailers.
Yeah, that it was coming.
Actually, I mean, I didn't. I actually forgot, but
yes.
But at the same time, yeah.
So then Alexis entered via flowers.
Yeah.
With her olive branch.
I was hoping it was Margaret with a funeral wreath, but that was not the case.
She could have been way shadier, you old.
Yeah. If you're old, you might as well be dead.
I'll be like, I got your boyfriend. Boom.
I got your boyfriend.
Boom, I got you.
Yeah. Way more stuff happened. Oh, Tamra came into that whole thing.
She apologized to Jen.
But that was a shitty half-assed apology, though. I don't want
because she didn't want to go deep into it in front of the entire group when it should have just been the two of them. I'm sure they'll talk in London. I'm sure they will perhaps. And I think she's wanted to be I want to acknowledge it, and so we can move forward because it's Shannon's day.
See, and I think that would have been a better thing to say. I love.
But you can't run out of apology, though.
Yeah, some acknowledgement. I think an apology is the wrong word, because there's no way you go through what happened the night before and then suddenly be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." It's like, no, that wasn't an apology.
Yeah.
Nothing near it. It should have been like, look, I know that we have things we need to talk about. I don't want it to affect today. I am sorry for some of the things that I said, but we'll talk about it later. But I need to offer you an apology. That's a non-apology.
Well, but we know that Tamra isn't that articulate. She even will say that to herself. That's no shade. She will say, first one to say blah blah blah. I
think all my hopes and dreams for Tamra, now that I'm actually watching the show, she's not living up to all the hype.
Oh, no.
She's not living up to the hype. I think that's the problem. I don't understand why they needed her back so much.
Those are horrible words to say, but you have your opinion.
Oh, really? I mean, I don't know.
What are you talking about? Last season, especially if Tamra hadn't come back, when she stirred things up, she's really good at it. I tell you.
The thing is,
she was Lisa Rinna before Lisa Rinna was Lisa Rinna.
Okay.
In terms of Housewives.
Look, I didn't watch the show without her, so I don't know how boring it was. I didn't watch the show before her, so I didn't know how exciting it was with her. I'm just saying that, the things that she's bringing to the show are, they're messy, but I just think, I don't know, they're just...
I don't agree with you this season. She doesn't have, as much, except going, yelling at Shannon. But last season, for sure... She stirred it with everybody, Heather and Jen.
If that napkin didn't get thrown last season, would we really be talking about her?
Yes, because she went hardcore at Heather.
Oh,
but
that's true. Sorry, you're so offended by my...
Well, because the only reason we're watching the show was because of Tamra.
Okay, all right.
I would have been no, we're not watching OC. If Tamra wasn't back, no. I certainly didn't like Heather as much as as much as because
I like Heather now.
Yeah, I like Heather now, but I didn't like her last season very much.
Okay.
And I continue to leave the other chick.
And Emily, I really enjoy.
I do too. I really got to enjoy her.
It's there.
Yeah.
But yeah. Meanwhile, the tea party, more things happened, right?
Shannon. So Alexis sent flowers, the olive branch. Shannon rejected it and then sent a text to her. And look. And here's the thing. I love Alexis, but of course she was not going to be invited to the show.
No.
Period. Of course, Shannon wasn't going to accept the olive branch because you're still involved with the lawsuit. Even though it's Sean Jansen, you're still involved.
Right.
It mirrors what happened with Jen Bellino. They showed the clip of her saying to Shannon, you're going to go down. She's really handled this poorly. I don't think she has a bad heart. I do not. She is evil. no one is evil. No one's completely evil. No one's completely the victim on Housewives world.
Yeah, saying a
Even
housewife.
Shannon Eden isn't always the devil. I don't think she is the devil.
No.
I don't think she's evil. I think she can be really nasty, but like, it's just so many people in the Bravo fandom like build their whole arguments on absolutes and like, this person is horrible, this person is good. And it's like, there's so much gray, and whatever.
Yeah.
But I will acknowledge, even though I like her a lot, she has really mishandled this comeback, and she could have done better.
Yeah.
So then we flash forward to Katie and Jen going.
I thought even before we get there, I thought it was great that like they were like, great, Shannon, maybe not, maybe tone that down a little.
Well, it was mainly like Alexis's friends, Heather and Tamra.
Yeah.
Because the other girls were like laughing it up, you know.
Well, it was still funny that she had like such.
Well, Jen too was trying to have it.
Yeah, and you can see and fully understand why Shannon would send that. Like, no, I'm out of any F's to give about this, because like, why would I? Why would I have any left? Like, I'm just being honest and like, you're not invited. But
do you think like if the lawsuit hadn't happened and if they hadn't gotten to that little rumble in episode 1, would she be coming on the trip? I don't think so.
As a friend of, probably not.
Yeah, because she's not obligated to. Even I have to like look back and see like if somebody has been not invited to a trip when they were really hardcore fighting with somebody.
Yeah,
like a contract cast. No,
I don't think that. I don't think she would have gone either way. That's fine, but you know, the way in which she's phrasing it was it was very harsh. So I can say I liked it was very nice of Jen and Katie to be like,
yeah,
and then say someone's got to like tell her, but she can't just get this text.
Right. And funny that she didn't see it, and it was definitely the same day because they were both in the same hair and makeup. Katie and Jen.
Yeah, they went right out. And then Alexis was like, "Oh, did you see the flowers? Like they was just still fresh."
Yes, that's right. Yeah, and like, you know, she was all upset when like it wasn't accepted. She's like, "I've done all I can do," and it's like, yeah, but your boyfriend's suing her, Alexis. Like, it's just, what do you think she was gonna? I get what Alexis is trying to do, but she is also not very self-aware.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. The logic doesn't math. Because it's like, why would she accept your olive branch? Like, you're still part of this whole net.
Like, Housewives
can real hard at it.
Yeah, Housewives can move on from a lot of stuff, but it's some things you just really can't.
The only way Shannon can move on from it is she can run away from it, which we see her do in previews for next week's episode.
Yeah, that was well said. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I think I had 3 chances to work on that. Finally got it right in my head. Yeah, so...
It didn't go well.
It didn't. And I think, again, things that Alexis doesn't handle well. I'm just done with this show. Get out of my house. And they're like, really? What? Are you actually kicking us out?
Okay. I think it was more so, I'm kicking out the show. If they hadn't been on camera, she went and kicked them out because she likes them both.
Oh, so literally she's kicking out the camera people and like...
Because they want to stay around if the other girls aren't there. So she was like, I'm done. I want everyone to leave right now. I'm really upset. So she went and cried. You know, I think she's just really in a very fragile emotional place. Because it's still very soon after her mother died when she started filming. And I don't think she's really... No, I'm trying to say, I shouldn't say...
Yeah, I mean, also, if we want to play that game, I probably could have filmed a season right after my mom died.
What?
My Real Housewives, damn it. Why wasn't I on the show? No, I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
It's a lot of it's like go from losing your mother, breaking up with your fiance, getting together with this dude who has got a lot of emotional baggage with your now new coworker.
So she's basically like, I love red flags. Can I date another one?
Basically, she's running towards them and then like getting burned by them.
Yeah.
Like the only I don't want to say this, but I'll say it. The only redemption for her, with a lot of fans, would be if he dumped her, and then she could be like, "You were right, Shannon," and like come back to her life. I don't wish that for her. I think she seems very happy.
Right.
You know.
But that does seem to be the case of what's going on with Brittany on Salt Lake. People are like,
oh, yeah.
Brittany are like dirt.
I have a crazy Osmond.
Yeah.
I'd say I was shocked that when he popped up in that confessional, I was like, whoa.
Well, also the slow fade that they turned.
What was that about?
Very like they did everything but have like thunder and lightning crashing in the background. It was just like, yeah, it's like,
and there was things so stiffly together, like,
yeah,
yes, I agree, honey. It was just really weird for him to pump up like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that really, when it comes down to it, that's the part of Orange County this season that is just dragging me up the wall. I don't care about John Jansen. I don't care about Alexis and John Jansen. I don't care about Shannon and John Jansen.
Right.
I like all the other things that are happening, but I don't like John Jansen.
It is kind of like a record scratch whenever this comes up, because they're not going to, like, that's why I'm curious to see, like, when that's removed from the situation, what the trip will be like next week.
Well, it seems to come up again.
No, I think there's something that happened on Jeff Lewis that Tamra brings up.
Right.
Jeff Lewis might as well get an orange, a snowflake, an apple.
He's trying to get back on Bravo. I mean, he's doing his best.
Apparently. But his besties with Shannon. You know that.
Oh, I did not know that.
So...
Well, not everyone can have good taste.
Everyone makes mistakes. So yeah, but like I'm curious to see like what that will be like when that's the issue isn't there. Alexa.
No, that will be good.
I think that's when Tamara's like, well, shit, I gotta clock in.
Nothing's going on here.
Let me make something happen.
Lord knows, Gina's not going to bring anything.
Girl,
there's no real estate to cry about.
There's no real estate to cry. And Travis and my family, and I do this to my family.
She might bring up some Travis, and I miss him so much.
Yeah.
So
there's more to it, I'm sure, that we'll find out.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
But looking up at our board, they're there. They're so small compared to
they're small.
So tiny. But yeah, we covered everybody.
I'm glad we're getting to the trip. I'm really ready for the season to wind down and like to hash it all out for reunion and just to be done.
Well, you don't want to do 4 every week for the rest of our lives?
No, it's not that. It's just that, like, OC, to quote Marlo, is drained me today.
Yeah.
Or today drained me. I think that was what she used. Yeah.
I think, if I didn't have to deal with John Jansen, I think the show would be 10 times better. Like, I like it all.
Really? If
it was like focused on, just stuff that was going, I mean, I don't know what sort of stuff. The friendship between Tamra and Shannon, maybe a little bit more. We're getting that back. It was a little tiresome last season, but,
because they played that same card, or...
Yeah.
These notes.
Over and over again. But I like what Emily's doing on the show. I like what Katie's doing on the show. Even Gina, like, despite the boringness of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, she's at least bringing something that, it's not the same note we get over and over and over again.
Right, that's true.
But,
Sure, and even, I
until this Ryan thing has popped up, I thought...
I loved Jen until this Ryan thing. She was the voice of reason this season, and then it's like, here's your red flag.
Yeah.
With his other ugly, like, vest situation and his alleged shady gambling friend.
I believe earlier you were going to bring up a couple things.
Oh, that was my thing, that, like, that I was shocked by the John Jansen popping up, and surprisingly, as much as I like her, I have to call wrong, and I feel like Alexis is being wrong in so much of how she's handled her comeback.
Oh, yeah.
I feel bad for her. Again, I will definitely die on this hill of, like, treating someone as if you're the worst thing ever, as if, like, Shannon isn't the worst thing ever, or like,
or as though Shannon's the best thing.
Exactly.
Shannon's a human being. We're all
human beings. So I will die on him, but I have to admit when she is wrong and like not being reasonable, and I can still like her. That's the thing. It's like with me, with people I like in terms of Housewives, I will like you, but I can also point out you were crappy in this situation. You didn't handle this well. Like love shouldn't be like completely love, or fandom shouldn't be so blind,
right?
And most of these fans are just very blind to things.
If you had kept going with that love metaphor, I would say like, love makes you hurt. Sorry,
that's so not the key.
I think I'm saying is ever the right key. And honestly, I thought the things you were going to point out were to do with someone's bad hair extension. So that is your favorite thing to...
I was still holding back, but now that you brought it up, yes. Shannon, get it together. Like, it just drives me nuts when you can see where the real meets the fake. It just drives me nuts.
And then during the show, you were saying something about Heather.
that she doesn't need to wear extensions. Like her hair in that confessional with the blue dress looks so good. Like she doesn't need the track.
Well, that's the important thing is she doesn't need them. She wants them.
And when Heather did.
That's right.
And it's bad hair.
So yeah, I mean, I have to get a haircut. I'm not doing another one of these videos with this haircut because I
so you're not going to get some tracks put it.
No, I think longer, luxurious hair. I'm gonna have Sebby's hair next time I do this. All blonde and Nordic or Icelandic. But I'm going first thing in the morning for a haircut. So when we do this for Potomac, I'm gonna have a fresh new do. Oh no, same haircut, just shorter. Yeah. But I don't know. I just feel schlubby. Like, we got the camera. I gotta like.
You're not schlubby.
Well, that's why you married me, because somehow I managed to put a spell on you where you're like, that's an attractive man. Wow, it worked. So.
I'm literally slapping my knee.
You literally are slapping your knee. So yes, I'm gonna need a haircut.
Yeah.
And then we can talk about it next time.
Yeah, until next time.